Hi, everyone. I'm Kate Byars. I'm the founder of Corporate Women Unleashed, and I'm super, super excited because today we have an incredible client who's come to share her story with us. Erin was a part of Corporate Women Unleashed. It's been, what, a few months this summer, right?
Yeah, summer.
Yeah, during the summertime. And she had just amazing, amazing results. Super privileged that she's here to share because I know her story will inspire someone else out there. So welcome, Erin. Thank you for doing this. This is fabulous.
Thanks for having me. I'm so excited.
Absolutely. Maybe just as a little reference point so people know where you're coming from. Can you just tell us a little bit, like, just in general, like what you do for a living? And, you know, I know you have a family, you're married and that sort of thing.
Yeah, I work in like a male-driven nuclear field. We're about 13% diverse here, so it's been interesting. I've been in a bunch of fields where it's like more women dominated, so this has been an interesting transition for me. But I've been here for about almost 8 years now. But yeah, I have a husband at home and a 6-year-old son, and it's a good life.
It's a good life, and now it's even better. Good. Well, Erin, let's just start off, I guess, really with results, if you don't mind. Like prior to coming to CWU, obviously you had some goals. So did you achieve those goals? What would you say are like the top 1 or 2 results that you got from working with us?
I am just more balanced right now. My life and my home are balanced. I think when I first came in, I was looking for some peace, and I've really found that. And actually, I like pulled this. I still have this sitting on my monitor, so every day. So I've really gotten peace, and you know, I think the most thing that like I posted on Facebook a lot. I like to tell the women around me, you know, it resonates with me, and it's like my mantra I do every day. You are valuable and capable, and thank you, Kate, because you taught me that. So that's like in my life every day. So, you know, between like everything you've taught us and like what are your needs, what are your core values, I like live that every day, and I'm constantly looking and changing and challenging that, and I'm able to say no now. Like, I'm valuable, and you need to respect my time and my unique gifts. So it's been a game changer.
It is a game changer. Isn't that the coolest thing? I love it. So you were really living your life through this whole new lens. Wow. So Erin, how do you see it trickle down maybe? Like, have you seen anything where you're just more like relaxed and happier at home versus maybe frazzled or, you know, tense? Do you find yourself just doing more like during the week with your family versus, you know, chop, chop, we got to hurry up back to our laptop? Like, any of those things change for you?
Yeah, I'm working pretty much, you know, maybe 45 hours a week, you know, and I work my schedule to what is best for my family now. And like I've learned to prioritize, like I'm going to get the top 2-3 things on my list, and then, you know, if I can help some people out during the day, that's fine, but I'm getting home to my family. And, you know, my husband and I are having date nights. You know, I spend time, I always put my son first, but like we're just spending really quality time, and I'm not stressed at home anymore. So he's not stressed, and my husband's not stressed, and things are going really well. And like my husband used to I'd listen to my recordings when I was in bed or something before going to sleep. And, you know, he's like, you know, I was talking to him like, you know, we should like get us, you know, a second source of income. We should start a business or something. So he like, you know, after listening to your videos and everything, he's like, Erin, I'm going to start a business. He did a bunch of research. We started a business together. So it like helped him too. It trickled down to him. It's amazing.
Isn't
and
this cool?
It's helped the women at my work too. I mean, we talk about, you know, we've talked about like scripts and like how to advocate for yourself. And it's trickling down here. There's like a movement here.
Isn't that cool? I know you change one woman and you change the world. I tell you what, Erin, it's super powerful.
It's true.
Gosh. Wow. Okay. So that's pretty incredible. What about beforehand though? Like give us some of what did life look like beforehand where you said, okay, something's got to change? What was going on for you?
My relationship with my husband was not good. We were like really stressed and arguing. He's like, just please get another job. So, you know, I have the pattern of like, I'm an achiever, like achieve at all costs, you know, stay late. You know, I had the scripts where I'm like, you know, Dave, if I don't work, I'm going to get fired.
Yep.
And, you know, you'd go through all that. And he's like, Erin, you're not going to get fired. But like, I didn't believe that I was valuable.
Yeah.
So you know, it was just bad. And I just felt guilty all the time. And, you know, the more time I spent at the work, the less I was really getting done. It was not a happy cycle. And when I, you know, watched your video on Facebook, I was like, this is what I need. And I totally committed, because Laura's like, I'm surprised how committed you are. Yeah. Like, you're like ready to go. And I was ready to go. Like, I was just like, put all my faith into you that we were going to do this.
Yeah, you really did. And I have to just pause for a moment, because that's key. You know, if you just kind of dip your toe in the water and go, let me see if this is going to work. I mean, you came in, Erin, like door, you know, guns blazing, doors wide open. Let's do this. You know, whatever you tell me, let me try something different. And just your faith, I think, in yourself, as well as just the commitment to try operating in a new way in your career. And wow, you know, what a huge result. So, okay, that's super cool. Yeah, as high achievers, we work too much. Yeah. Okay, so your husband was kind of saying it's time to get another job. Anything else? Like, how were you doing in just taking care of yourself and some of those things prior to coming to CW?
Oh, I came last. So like this year I had told Laura I was going to make all my doctor's appointments. I was going to put my health first. You know, I was going to exercise. I'm getting out with my kids. So like, you know, I'll get my pedicures. I'll go. I have girls' nights. You know, it's about me. Like, what needs do I need to have met to take care of my family and just to be who I need to be. So it's just so good.
And just to clarify for everyone out there in TV land, you have not changed your job. You didn't change bosses. You didn't change anything about your work. You Nope. are still getting the same results at work, if not better, but you're able to have a life now.
Yeah, I changed me. I was the problem.
Thank you. Yeah, you know, that's the thing that's just so fascinating. You know, when we change ourselves, we get a different result. We have to become the woman. What was it that we were talking about? We have to become the woman capable of having, let's just say, this balanced life of freedom that we're all looking for. But you got to become that person, and then it all falls into place. Oh my gosh. Okay, so what was the first crazy thing we asked you to do that might have made you go, really? Was there anything that made you just kind of go, this is what you want me to do?
Yeah, the whole like, okay, friend me on Facebook and then draw a picture of what you want your life to be and then post it on Facebook and then, you know, put a sticky on your note. I still have this, and I still have that picture. It sits in my mirror by my bathroom.
Yeah.
And, you know, and I also have my little, you are valuable and capable. It sits here. So it's just, you know, it's there to remind me that I made the work and I'm committed.
Awesome.
I did the work.
You did, Erin. Anything happen right away? Like, do you remember, like, as you were coming through, you know, working with us in those 8 weeks, was there something where, wow, you know, this happened after a certain amount of time, like in the first couple of weeks, did you start seeing changes? Did it take you a while to sort of see some effect?
I think the first change I saw, I was in a meeting with a couple of other women I work with, you know, we're always frazzled, and they were like, oh, you know, my life's crazy. And they're like, why are you so calm? What changed with you? And I was like, you know, I just started like thinking about things different. I started like talking about scripts and, you know, how I'm putting myself first, and it just kind of fell into place. And my husband was like, kind of like, you know, he would listen to my things and watch me work through. And he was like, I see a change. You know, he was like, this is like the best money we've ever spent.
Oh, isn't that amazing? Good for him. What a great guy to give you that space to try this. You know what I'm saying? And to develop yourself. And because, you know, for him, the solution was for you to get another job. So that's pretty cool for him too. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's really interesting, because you just mentioned something, you know, when you're the woman in the room who's chill and everyone else is running circles around you, it's almost like the absence of stress. It's the absence of that frenetic energy that other people notice, because you're just like, not unflappable, but just, yeah, calm, peaceful.
Yeah.
Huh. That's pretty good place to be. I love that. Cool. How'd you find us? Was it through like Facebook or social media?
Yeah, it was Facebook. I just happened to, you know, clicking around. I like to look at leadership stuff, and I just happened to see your video. And I watched your video, and I was just like, oh my God, that's me. And then you like start to cry and like kind of grieve for, my life is such a mess. So like, let's try this.
Oh, Erin, that's so cool. That's so cool. Do you remember how long it was before you saw the video and then you joined us?
I think I like got on the call, like I signed up to, talk with Jamie right away. And, and then I wanted to, start right away. I was like, I'm in.
like in a day. Erin's like, done.
No. Yeah.
That's awesome. Cool. Any other like points of comment, like you would love to share with someone who might be watching this, who might be thinking, whew, life is crazy. This is a mess, but I've just had to suffer through. Any advice you'd want to give or share with another woman out there?
Yeah, there's always excuses like, oh, I don't really want to spend the money on myself. I don't have the time or whatever. I can tell you, I was really busy, and the time you put into yourself is totally worth it. And, really, like, you might go, this isn't going to work, but just like, give into it and go with it and just work the program, because it does work, and it's life-changing. And, I think I talked to Laura one time, and I said, I'm kind of grieving for myself right now, because I never knew, like, if someone asked me, like, what's your dream job? If you like got $1 million bajillion and you could do anything with that, what's your dream job? I have no idea, because I haven't really focused on myself. But then I was like talking to Laura, I'm like, this is the first time I actually like have a purpose. And like my job isn't like, it's not like something I would call my purpose, but I find purpose in my job through the women I work with and some of the other people. And just, I'm doing diversity and inclusion training now. And I'm like, we have like a girl boss tribe, and we all like, we're on a message together, and we support each other, and we're trying to work each other up the ladder. It's my purpose now, and I love it. So do that, and like get on the calls and like really work with, Laura and your team, and your calls that you get on with the ladies every Friday. I've cried through those, and you learn through them. And I listened a lot more than talk, just because you're just like, God, I relate to this woman so much. And I love to see their successes on the alumni page. And you just, friended some of them on Facebook, so you follow it. And it's another connection to, hey, someone's been there, and, they're support me. So it's just wonderful.
Erin, what a great, like that just tied that up in a bow. Perfect.
Yeah.
Success without sacrifice is possible. We really can be successful and happy and live glorious private lives and have amazing careers. There you go. Yeah, You're proof, Erin. How cool is that?
Yeah. Awesome. No need to live small anymore. We're going to work our way up the ladder, because we can do it.
Yes, you can. We all can. Let's do it. Go, go. Oh my gosh, Erin, what a fabulous story. Such incredible success. I'm so happy for you. I'm happy for your husband. I'm happy for your son, who now gets to witness, this sort of calm, peaceful existence for his mom and dad and everyone, and grow up in that. Huge wins. And the fact that you're paying it forward and now, touching other people's lives through work is, that's pretty precious. So cool. So many wins. Thank you so much.
Thank you to you and your team. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Coming, she's like,
it's so great.
So cool. It's so cool. Yeah. And I love the fact that, you do work in a more like very scientific, male dominated culture, because there's going to be other women out there who are like, well, this is just the way it is, because I work, in this sort of industry and blah, blah, blah. And they're really going to hear you. That's pretty cool. Really cool. So happy for you. Awesome. Well, I hope you're going. Oh, you missed the alumni call. I'm sorry. Well,
it's okay. I'll catch it. This was worth it. So
this was really worth it. This was super cool. Thank you again. It means a lot to me personally. I love it. Thanks for sharing your story, and we'll just continue to stay in touch and see you in the alumni group.
Yeah. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity.
Awesome. Awesome. Thanks, Erin. All right. We'll talk again soon. Bye.
Have a good day. Bye.